Hey there. It's been a while since I have made an appearance on the YouTube channel, but we have been hard at work creating a new community for our people who are curious about crypto and how to know more about it, how to understand it, etc., and all that. But in the meantime, we've been so busy building that I haven't been doing the YouTube videos. So apologies, I've been missing. I'm sure all of you have missed me so much, but today, I thought, in keeping with the theme of our new community, so we have formed a club. We're calling it Crypto Without Chaos because we think that investing in crypto could be pretty chaotic. There's a lot of things to know about how to get your money in, how to push the buttons, how to move your money between different things, how to pick assets to invest in, and how to go beyond that, how to do staking, how to do airdrop hunting, how to do all the things that you hear about if you go far enough into the crypto circles. And a big part of that is making sure that your stuff is safe and making sure that you don't fall for scams. So our theme for our first month is how to recognize and avoid scams. So I thought I would just give you a little teaser of what you might find in the crypto club, which would be a little peek at some of the emails that I have been getting in my personal and business accounts that are definitely spam. And these are so obvious, I would hope that nobody falls for them. In fact, I think they're so ridiculously obvious that I am a little mad at them. Sometimes I reply back to them and I'm like, stop sending me spam. And it never works. They like the email bounces. Like, how do they even send it to me if I can't even reply back? It's very annoying. But in any case, I thought I would show you a couple of my things so that you can see what I'm seeing. So the first one I wanted to show you, this ended up in my personal email account. And it's really interesting because you'll notice here that the headline starts in German and then it goes into English. New opportunity for recently registered accounts. Check your profile to unlock new features. So what's really interesting about this is it's a Google form that someone has filled in with my email. So somebody went through all the trouble. I don't know if you've ever filled in a Google form, but I find them rather annoying after a while, especially when I'm when I'm testing a new form, which I have been doing recently. It's like we need to set up a form for intake and you have to like make sure that everything is answered, and it's very annoying. Somebody went through and did that for me, for this random, they picked my email out of who knows where. And of course they have a link that goes somewhere. Now I'm not going to click on where that link goes because I don't know where it goes and I don't want to know where it goes, but I think it's really interesting how messed up this is because first they've got what I believe is German. It could be some other language, but that's okay. And then it says, okay, yes, new opportunity for stuff. I believe this is German again. They filled in my email and then they say, oh, you can claim this cool thing. Just go here to this Google Doc. Now, Google Docs are usually safe, but I don't know why anyone would go here and say, oh, yes, of course, I'm going to fill out this form. But what I found really interesting was that, see, they filled in all this stuff, but they have English and they have Japanese characters here, I think, or Chinese characters. I don't actually know my characters very well, but I'm like, who would go through all the trouble of filling this all out? Look at this. They have filled in all of this in hopes that I'll do what? Like, what is the point of this particular spam email? I have no idea. I just think it's rather interesting. The next email I want to show you is one of the fake ones. It is trying to make it look like my domain is expiring. So they've sent me this thing. It says Namecheap. It looks like it has the logo and it's in the brand colors and everything. And it says, this is a friendly reminder, your domain is approaching its expiration date. Renew now. Click on this. You don't want your domain to expire because this is what your business is based on. And it looks pretty legit. They've got address here at the bottom and everything. The one tell, which actually I saw a story last week that it's not enough to trust. Like you used to be able to tell spam emails because they had lots of typos and things like that. They didn't speak English very well. But nowadays with AI, you can make anything look really professional, relatively professional. And so what's interesting about this is the only true tell, besides that I know when I renewed my domain and it wasn't this time of year, is the address. So here it says it's Namecheap, but then it has this crazy address, admin@inbox.hochzeitsjaguar.com. That's nobody I've heard from. I'm sure Namecheap is not sending me emails from this place. So this is an email I marked spam in my business email, and I'm going to completely ignore it. There's nothing to do. Just make sure that if you get an email like this, it's always best. And actually, they did fool me the first time I saw this, because it did look close enough to legit that I didn't click on it, but I did open up my Namecheap account in another browser and I went straight there. And of course, there was no renewal notice. And then I came back here and I was like, wait a minute, that isn't a Namecheap address. So watch out for these fake emails in your inbox. And then this is my favorite. I get these emails all the time and I don't know what to do about them, but they're driving me crazy. They come to me, they say they're about an invoice. It's coming to me from me. This is my name, Jessica Freeman. This is not my address, but whatever. They're emailing it to me. And then they say, oh, this should have been paid already. The Zoom invoice for $19,987 is overdue. I also don't understand why this email would work, because surely businesses would remember, especially small businesses like mine, but surely we would remember if we had an invoice due for $19,987. That's a pretty big amount. And please take care of it today before they shut us down. Yeah, it's signed me. They have signed this email as being from me. And then they make up this whole like string of emails where it's like, from Jessica. Oh, yes. Thanks for sending me the invoice. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Yeah, we'll get this paid and everything. And it's just like completely ridiculous. Like, I can't believe anyone would fall for this either. These are two examples that I don't think anyone should be falling for, but there they are. Like, people are sending these emails all the time. And if you get emails like this, it doesn't mean that you're on a list. It doesn't mean there's anything you can do about it. My parents were getting so many spam emails from PayPal. And we actually took 2 emails sent the same day from PayPal. One was a legit PayPal invoice and one was a fake PayPal invoice. And we showed them to our kids and we sat them down and said, do you see how similar they are? The logos are almost the same, just a little bit different. The emails were where they were coming from were completely different. But everything on the PayPal, on the fake one, looked almost legit. And we said, you have to be really careful when you're getting these emails, especially when they're saying, oh, you bought some really expensive software. And if you didn't buy this, you need to click here. That's how they get you. So this is serving as your friendly neighborhood announcement. Be careful in your inbox. There's all kinds of ways that you get onto lists and you get these emails from random people who, they're trying to get you to pay invoices that aren't legit. They are trying to get you to renew your domain name when that's not legit either. Or they might be just filling out. I mean, I can't believe somebody went through the trouble to fill out that entire Google form. And I can't believe that they had 3 different languages mixed on the Google form. Like, who is making this Google form? Was that made by AI? Maybe if AI agents are filling it out, that wouldn't be so much work. I was really thinking that a person did it, but now that I think about it, it's probably an AI agent somewhere that's been set up to spam you. So you never know what you're going to find in your email, and you definitely want to be careful out there because there's lots of ways that you could get tricked if you're not paying attention. So if you ever get an email that's trying to invoke feelings of worry, anxiety, deadline, urgency, something is really wrong, take a step back, take a breath, look for the warning sign. The main one that I can always find is the email address it's coming from. Sometimes you can find typos and sometimes, but most of the time you just need to, if it's coming from a legit platform that you use, go into the legit platform. And if it has a message or whatever, then it's legit. But if it's not, I mean, even when my exchanges send me emails, I don't click on the link in the email. I go directly to the platform. So that's your friendly suggestion for this week. And if you are interested in more tidbits like this, we are opening up the doors to our Crypto Without Chaos membership. We're really excited about this. We have taken what we were teaching in the Blockchain Wallet Challenge, which was 5 days to become friends with your blockchain wallet and all the buttons to push and, what is crypto, how to get money into the crypto sphere so you can buy it. All of those foundational lessons we've taken, we've made a little mini course inside that's available all the time now instead of just once a month when we were running the blockchain challenges. And we are hosting live Q&A calls in there once a month where you can come and ask questions and bring some of these examples of is this legit? Is this a real investing opportunity or whatever? We also have a forum where you can post questions, and we have a monthly theme each month. This month the theme is scams and how to recognize them and be safe and all that. We're working on building next month's theme right as we speak. So that'll be coming up soon. I believe it's going to be smarter investing without the hype. So we're going to talk a little bit about how to invest in crypto without investing in crypto. And we're going to talk about some meme coin gambling. And we're going to talk about market cap versus price and liquidity and all of those numbers that might mean something and might be giving you clues about your investment. So look for that next month. But if you're interested in joining, there's going to be a link down below. And we'd love to see you in there. It's at a low price to start off with. You'll see that on the pricing page. And I can't think of anything else that I need to say at the moment. So I'm signing off, but would love to see you in crypto without chaos. I keep trying to call it the Crypto Chaos Club, but it is not the Crypto Chaos Club. We are not encouraging chaos with your crypto. We actually want to help relieve the chaos, which is why it is the Crypto Without Chaos Club. And we'd love to see you there. Bye.